Hi everyone, I'm here with the Lenovo G50-80 laptop and been playing around with it for a little while here. I just wanted to give kind of a quick review for those that are thinking about buying it. So the G50 is just a budget level laptop from Lenovo. It starts at around 300 with the seller on our AMD processor, and it goes up to $500-600 if you're getting a higher end Core i7 processor. So the laptop that I have here, that I purchased from the Microsoft store, has you probably can't see it on the screen, but I have the system information up here. It has an Intel Core i5-5200U processor, which means it has Intel 5500 HD graphics. This is just the current built-in integrated Intel graphics that come with the Broadwell Core chipset, which is the fifth generation I think we're up to here. As far as memory, 6 gig installed, and the hard drive on board this thing is I think a 500 gigabyte 5400 RPM hard drive. So not all that fast. The SSD replacement would be faster. If you wanted to do that aftermarket, you actually can't purchase it from Lenovo with an SSD just because this is a budget-oriented laptop, so they don't really offer those types of upgrades. So as far as performance for this Core i5 unit, if you're just doing web browsing, video watching, you're going to have more than enough power. It is an undervolted processor though, so keep that in mind, because if you want to do some gaming, you're really going to be stuck to just low graphic settings and low frame rates if you go to medium settings. So you can do some light gaming on the more recent games, but the performance is not going to be that great. You'll notice that this screen has got a lot of reflectivity on it. It's a glossy screen. It's 15.6 inches across. This model is just regular HD, not full HD, so that means it's 1366 by 768 resolution, which is pretty low for a 15-inch machine, but if you're spending $350, which is what this retails for, is kind of what you would expect. As far as build quality, it's okay. There's definitely some sag in certain areas. I can push in or along the keyboard. The middle of the keyboard kind of sinks if you push down. Some sink to the rest pads as well, and you can kind of see some torque in the screen. You can bend that around, a little wobbly. It's made of plastic, so this is really designed to be carried around a little bit, mostly sit on the desk. If you're putting it in a backpack with like 20 pounds of books, you might want to put some protection on it, or just be very careful, because it's not really designed to be beaten up too much. Definitely don't go dropping it from anything above 2 or 3 feet, or even that, because this thing doesn't have the most rigid skeleton and it will break. As far as design goes, it's kind of all black, so there's not a whole lot to say. It does have that tapered look from the back to the front, which so many laptops have these days. The top is sort of textured and matte, but having said that, it still picks up fingerprints, as you can see here. Not much to say about the bottom. Let's take a look at the ports. So on the left side here, you have, starting from the back, you just have the power jack, and then the grill for pushing out the warm air. Then a monitor out port. Then this is an Ethernet port. Notice it's got a bit of a hinge here. So because this laptop's rather thin for a 15-incher, it actually they actually have to kind of make a spacer here to allow for the Ethernet to go in. This looks like an HDMI port, then USB 2.0, and then USB 3.0. You only get one USB 3.0 port on this machine. Then we have an SD card reader, and then here we have another USB 2.0 port, which I have a wireless mouse dongle in right now. Let's put that back in. Then this is a DVD drive right here. You get a DVD burner with it. And then this is the Kensington lock slot. On the back, you have nothing, just battery. Speaking of battery, let's flip it over. This battery is removable, which I like. It means you can kind of replace the battery when it gets low. But the particular battery that you get with this machine is very thin. Look at that. It's like pencil thin, which means since it's only 4-cell battery, you don't get a whole lot of battery life with it. It comes in around 3 hours, and so you really are going to have to be aware of that. I think most people will be used to this on like their desk, so that's not a big deal. But if you did intend to be portable and take this to the library for a day, you're going to have to take your power cord with you. And also, you need to be aware that you can upgrade the battery to a larger size capacity battery. So that if you needed more battery life, you could do that. I think they offer a 6 cell. It's also a little hard to get the battery back in. I've always had trouble doing this, and since I'm doing a review right now, it's not a big deal. I'm not really gonna do anything, so I'll just leave it out for now. Keeps awake. It comes with Microsoft Windows 8, which is what every laptop currently comes with until Windows 10 is out soon. Keyboard, chiclet style keyboard, and it is a full-size keyboard. You get also a number pad on the right side. One thing that does kind of bother me is the fact that the shift key is shrunken on the right side. That's been getting me a lot, like I keep missing it. Other than that, not a whole lot to complain about. I feel the function keys on top are a little small, and as most of you will assume, these keys do operate first and foremost as media keys, and you have to hold down the FN to get like the F1, F2 functionality. The touchpad I should also mention is it's centered to the letter keyboard, not the number pad. And there's not a whole lot else to say about this laptop. I mean, it's just kind of a $300 basic laptop. And if you're a student and you're on a budget and you just looking for something that really gets the job done and is decent looking, but not great, and it's going to give you the performance you need, and it also has okay audio. Having said that, you don't really get any bass. You get the highs, but it's a little tinny if you turn the volume up too much. If you're on a budget, it's a fine laptop. Now, if you wanted something a little nicer, like you could step up to a ThinkPad that's better built, or if you had the money, wanted something more portable, the high resolution screen, like I like the Dell XPS 13 right now. But for the price, $350 that this particular model retails for from the Microsoft Store, but I should mention also the Microsoft Store, they sell a signature version of this laptop, which means that they remove all of the bloatware and install Microsoft antivirus on there, so you don't have to worry about any of that. It's pretty fast right out of the gate. You don't have to take out all the bloatware. It'll boot up in like under 30 seconds. It feels like about 10 or 15 seconds to me. So I can recommend it, but just know that like you're not going to get the best laptop on the market for the but for the price, it's a decent laptop, and I can recommend it. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions, just feel free to ask those in the comments section.